As you can see, I have really long hair. Like, really long. Comes down past the hind region. And I had been seeing these really great automatic curling irons. So I was curious, would I be able to curl my long hair with one of these? Because, I mean, really, if you have long hair, you know how long it takes to curl your hair with curling irons and the heat curlers. But I couldn't find any information on if this would work really well for my hair. So I bit the bullet, found me a cheaper version on Amazon, but it still had pretty great reviews. I'll leave the link down below in the video. And I have tried it once just to kind of test it out since it come in to see how it would do. And I decided to do a video for other people who may have been curious as well as I was. Okay, so when you plug it in, you're going to have this little timer. I'm sorry. Well, it will be a timer, but it's also a heat setting on here. You have these little buttons on the side, up and down, and at the moment I forgot what setting that was. Some kind of mode, and then you have the power button. I think this thing will go up to 450 degrees if I remember right. You just keep clicking the up button to go up to the setting. No, 410. 410 degrees where it goes. Well, I have very thin, very fine hair, and you don't want to have a heat setting that high. I'm going to go down to 395 on this. So I'm waiting for the curling iron to heat up to the heating temperature. Now all I've done to my hair for this video is I've done my typical wash and shampoo and a leave-in conditioner. Of course, you always want to use a leave-in heat treatment, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to leave it natural so you can see if it'll curl it or not. I may grab one of my products to put on. Alright, so it's up to temperature. I also forgot to mention that you have these little arrow buttons left and right up here. You use those to turn it, obviously, that direction. It's going to automatically curl your hair, and if you end up with an issue, you're going to hit the button opposite of where you're going to go. The beeping you hear is the timer it has set. Oh, that's what the mode button is for. How many seconds you want to leave it on for. It does come with an instruction book, so it'll tell you as far as your type of hair you're trying to curl in. Alright, so we're not going to use the ones in the front because obviously they're shorter. I'm going to grab one of these really long pieces and let's see what happens. They say, I think, no more than about 1 inch of hair in it. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of layering in there, so there's some longer and shorter ones. Alright, see there's like a slotted in here. Alright, you're going to lay your hair over it. And you're going to push the direction button, the direction you want your hair to curl. Alright, let me get a little bit closer there. Alright, and let's see what happens. Now it's going into the timer mode. It's going to tell me when I need to let it go. See, it's curled up in there. Alright, that's telling me that I need to hit the release to go the opposite direction. Look at them pretty curls. Alright, but you want to know if it's going to curl a little bit higher up. Okay, so let me grab another long piece of hair here. Alright. A little bit more than that. Okay. Let's see how high up we can go to see how much of it will curl. Okay, so we're going to go way up here. See, I've still got a very long piece of hair. You want to make sure it's laid over. That's the tricky part if you're going to go higher up. You want it to be laid over on it. You don't want it sticking all up. You want to get your hair in there. All right, push the button. Get my finger on the reverse button because I don't want to leave it on any longer than I have to. Alright, there's the beeps to let me know to release it. Ooh, kind of hung up a little bit, but it was easy to kind of pull loose. And as you can hear, it stopped kind of turning because it noticed a struggle. Not as tight of a curl as the previous one, but we still was able to get a pretty good bit of length. I think part of the problem why it kind of got hung up in there is because I didn't have my hair laying totally over it. You'll see there's kind of a cup little setting there, and it's going to twirl around the outer edge. Of course, don't stick your finger in there like I'm doing because it does get very hot in there. All right, let's try one more twist curl. Let's do it on this opposite side since I was trying to struggle turning sideways with that. Oh, and when it kind of got, it looked like it was pulling, it wasn't painful. It was a gentle little tug. Didn't feel like it was trying to yank my hair out or anything. And it did automatically stop turning when it noticed or felt some resistance. All right. So let's see if I can lay this a little bit better there. All right. And as you can see, it's another long strand of hair. All right. And here we go. Okay. Sometimes I wonder if it's going to stop because it's like, oh, my hair's in there, but it rolls it pretty tight up against it. See, it's not laying quite. All right. There's the timer saying it's time to let it go. You might want to hold your hair as it's unraveling. Oh, boy. That one didn't turn out so good. Let's see. Nope. It's got to go through its whole little process. I don't know if it's reheating or what, but it's got to finish doing its little countdown. You don't have to wait for it to finish beeping. Oh, I guess you do. Of course, if you end up with an issue, you can always hit the power button to shut it off so you can get your hair out of there. And like I said, the timing is adjustable. The heat temperature is adjustable. But obviously, it'll do better with a little bit shorter hair. It does better with some patience. Let's try with a thinner section of long hair. See what kind of results we get with that. It's still really fun to use this thing. All right, I did a much thinner piece of hair here. Let's go up. All right. The excitement of waiting. All right. Okay, so with a much thinner piece of hair, I was able to get a curlier result higher up. Okay, so I hope this answered any questions you may have had about this product. Like I said, I'll leave the link to it at the bottom of the video. And thanks for watching. See you next time.